So, you came.
Yes, here I am.
Oh, that's weird. My PFE is vibrating.
I've created a retro-resonance field around the both of you. It alters the words you speak. To anyone listening, you're talking about the weather. Since you can't sub-vocalize, it's the only way you can talk freely.
Oh, clever.
I'm aware. Now answer Fia's questions.
So, do you have anything to say for yourself?
I'm sorry. I just saw my chance and I took it.
A chance for what?
To do what I need to do.
You're not really in much of a position to do anything.
I have to do something. If I raise a ruckus, tell everyone what's about to happen, cause enough of a stink, maybe word will work its way up the food chain. Then maybe they'll call off the hit, just for a little while. All we need is a day. Not even that. 12 hours. Time enough for the towers to fall. Then, it won't matter anymore.
That's a lot of maybes and ifs.
It's all I have now. And you can't stop me. Not while I'm in here.
Why won't it matter tomorrow?
Because Winera will be dust. Buried at Ground Zero. There will be no reason to expose Winera because there will be no Winera.
You're sure about this?
I know I stopped getting checks after the towers fell. I was never asked to compromise my integrity ever again.
You covered up a murder, Hannah. That goes a bit beyond compromising your integrity.
You think I don't know that? I spent the next 60 years trying to make up for it. Burying myself in my work, volunteering for the worst cases. The most terrible bad guys you can think of. The shit I've seen. The shit I stopped. I hoped the scales would balance out. But they never did. Not in my mind, anyway. Every night, the same nightmare. Her blood on the concrete. I just want it to have never happened.
You want to turn your younger self in?
Turn myself in for what? Doing something every cop was doing? It won't stop what's going to happen.
What exactly happened that night, Hannah?
You know enough. I'm not going to say anything. Not without my lawyer present.
You lied to us from the beginning.
What was I supposed to do? Tell the truth? There's no statute of limitations on murder. Even being an accessory to murder, I would have been arrested on the spot. Then I would have had no hope of changing things. So what else could I have done?
Did you really think we wouldn't find out?
I hoped so. I thought we could stop Nick, and that would be the end of it. Then I could return home to a life where it never happened. Where nobody even knew it happened. But that's no longer possible, is it?
Do you know when you'll be released?
They haven't said. It's really up to the officer I punched out. She's the one who's going to press charges.
Hannah, you committed a felony. There's no bail.
I'm going to have to serve my sentence, I assume. You'll pick me up when I'm done?
That is protocol, yes. What exactly?
You know enough.
Hannah, I'm going to have to leave you now. I'll travel forward to when you're released and pick you up.
One more thing. We obviously can't trust you to behave until your sentence is over. So, the retro-resonance field will remain active.
What? You mean I'll be talking gibberish until I'm let out?
I'll supply you with a list of authorized phrases you can speak. Otherwise, yeah.
Nozo, is this necessary?
I mean, yes. Obviously, yes.
But there's still time. I can still prevent it. Can't you at least let me try?
Maybe you should have tried 60 years ago. But now, not an option. Not anymore. Come on, Fia. We're done here.
So that's it. You're just going to let it happen all over again?
Rules are rules, Hannah.
There are rules, and then there are rules.
It's not up to me.
So that's that.
That's that.
Fia! Agent Quinn, please don't do this! Please!
Our job's not done. We shouldn't return to the landing point yet. This...
Doesn't matter. Just get her out of prison. Then she's...
Hello, officer.
Oh, hey.
Are you going to press charges?
Against an old lady? Jesus, I don't know. Law says she should get 6 months at minimum, but she clearly needs help. So I'm thinking of recommending a bit of, leniency.
You mean you're letting her go?
No, she punched a cop. Even if I wasn't feeling vindictive, which I'm not, the department can't just look away. But that doesn't mean we gotta throw the book at her. You seem to know her. What would you recommend?
2 months?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. Long enough to send a message, short enough to show we're not total assholes. Yeah, 2 months. I'll recommend that when I fill out the paperwork later.
You're being very understanding. You're not upset that she hit you?
Upset's got nothing to do with it. She did the crime, she's doing the time. As far as I'm concerned, justice is served. Ah, damn it.
I'll head off now. And good luck with that eye. Goodbye, officer.
See you around.
Nozzo?
Okay. The ripples are still unstable, but yes, I see a release date in an archived report. November 10th, 2001. 2 months from your current win. Head back to the landing point. I'll make a tunnel.
I assume we're using her security deposit to pay for this.
When the brass is finished suing the pants off her, she'll be paying a lot more than that.
Vindictive is a good look on you, Nozzo.
Just get her back here, Fia.
It's interesting, isn't it?
How so?
Normally, a building disappearing is just another chrono shift, and we're the only ones who know about it. But this time, everyone knew. Everyone remembered. And thanks to the brass, it's forever. Those towers are never coming back.
It is what it is, Fia.
I know. I'm a time traveler, besides. Hello, officer.
Oh, hey. You here with flowers? If so, you can give them to me.
No, that's not why I'm here.
Oh, thank God. I mean, what can I do for you?
I'm here to pick up Hannah Tanaka.
Who?
A prisoner of yours. She was scheduled to be released today.
Doesn't ring a bell. You sure you got the right place?
I am sure, yes.
Sorry. Nobody's scheduled to be released today, as far as I know.
You arrested Hannah yourself, 2 months ago?
2 months ago? Jesus. You might as well say last century.
You must remember her. Grey-haired Asian woman? She punched you in the face outside the village eye.
She did what? At where now?
I was a witness. You had quite a nasty shiner.
I'm pretty sure I'd remember something like that. You're probably confusing me with someone else.
Do you remember me?
No, sorry. Normally I'm good with faces, but it's been... well, you know.
Are you sure you don't know Hana Tanaka?
Pretty sure. Never heard that name before.
Do you know another Hana Tanaka? An officer, like yourself?
Like I said, I never heard of that name before.
Could I go inside and ask the desk officer?
The desk officer would be me. And like I said, we don't have anyone named Hana Tanaka locked up here.
If you're the desk officer, why are you out here?
Someone's gotta pick this stuff up. Major pain, these things. Damn it, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Jesus. This is the last thing I should be complaining about.
The flowers are a pain.
Just forget I said that, okay? The world's gone crazy, I get it. Everyone's looking to us for answers. Problem is, we don't got any. We can't make all this go away, but we can accept some damn flowers. So, that's what we'll do. Sorry, I don't mean to dump this on a total stranger. It's been... well, I don't gotta say, do I?
It's all right. Thank you, officer. I'll be off now.
Sure. See you around.
Did you hear all that, Nozzo?
Yeah, I heard.
Are we in the right place?
Double checking right now. Yeah, there it is. Hana Tanaka. Scheduled for release on November 10th, 2001.
Are you sure we've got the right prison?
Manhattan Detention Complex. It says so right here. And besides, you saw her there yourself.
Maybe she was transferred.
If she was, there's no record of it.
Did something happen to her while she was in prison? A fight or a heart attack? Anything?
If anything happened, there'd be a record of it. In fact, there's no record of her doing anything at all.
Is that normal?
No. Even model prisoners get something written about them, if only to say they were model prisoners.
What about her PFE? Can you track that?
Been trying that since you got there. It's, gone.
Gone?
That's what I said. Gone.
Great. It's Joe Anderson all over again.
No. Dr. Anderson only removed his PFE. He didn't disable it. It still gave off a signal. This one is just... gone. No signal at all. At least, not in your current when.
Not in my current when? So her PFE is still active back when I left her?
Yeah. Behind a prison cell. For all the good that does us.
So, any ideas?
I'm pulling up the specs for the PFE. Maybe they'll tell us what could have caused this.
And me?
Until these ripples stabilize, I can't trust any of my data readings. But you've got eyes on the ground, as it were.
So you need me to look around, see if there are any other changes?
Yeah, anything that can shed light on what's going on.
Okay, keep in touch, Noz.
We'll figure this out for you. I promise.
Bit of a sparse crowd, isn't it?
Not for long. In about an hour, a demonstration protesting the recent Afghan invasion is scheduled to begin. It's probably best if you don't get involved.
I shouldn't bother her. Bloody hell. The confession has changed again. Let's see here. Nozzo, are you seeing this?
I've got a copy of the book right here. It's changed on my end, too.
Imani was targeted instead of Yvonne. How did that happen?
I don't know. There's nothing in the archive about Imani at all.
Does this name Tanner mean anything to you?
It's a pretty common name. It's been in use since the 12th century.
Let me rephrase. Does it mean anything relevant to you?
Oh, no. Sorry.
How could there be no entry for Imani at all? It's impossible to exist in this day and age and not leave any kind of evidence.
I agree. There's nothing. Not even a social security number. I think her whole file may have been redacted.
Redacted? But that requires huge clearance, doesn't it?
More than we have, I'll say that much.
So many questions. So few answers. Going to go look for some.
I'll be here.
She doesn't look interested in talking. Definitely locked. Blasted. The code doesn't seem to be working anymore.
They changed the code last week. You don't remember it either.
Apparently not.
Are you new?
Yes?
Either you are or you aren't. If you want to work here, you gotta be straightforward. Not that it matters, the code's changed. Dig the hat, by the way. Didn't Rachel wear that in last week's episode? Anyway, misery loves company, so if you'd like some of either, I'm here.
Hello again.
What's up?
Why did they change the code?
The boss has been obsessed with security ever since... Well, you know, took me forever to memorize the last one, too.
So, you work here? At the Village Eye?
Only for a year or two, but this industry has a way of turning you into a grizzled vet fast. Wait, no, sorry. I'm supposed to be positive. It's awesome! So chill working here. Everyone treats each other great. You totally won't have any gray hairs after just 6 months. There. Nobody can accuse me of not being a team player.
Can anyone let us inside?
Tried calling. Nobody's in. Most of the staff is freelance, and the full-timers rarely stumble in before noon. Lucky us.
Well, I'd best be off.
Sure. See you around. Oh, I'm Yvonne, by the way.
Fia quit. Nozzo?
Yeah, I have no idea. Keep talking to her. Maybe she'll spill something.
Wait, did you say Yvonne?
Yeah?
You aren't Yvonne Lazzotti, by any chance?
Not for much longer. Wait, how do you know that name?
Oh, I heard it from... Hannah Tanaka.
You know that name too. For such a big city, it can be really small sometimes. Seems smaller than ever now.
Could we talk about Dion Lazzotti?
You know him too. Look, I'd really prefer not talking about him. I treated him badly, I know. But I gotta be me. But if you see him, tell him... Oh, never mind. He won't believe it anyway.
Do you mind talking about Imani Quentin?
Who?
You might know her as M.
Jesus, you know her too? What exactly do you know?
I know you were, well, involved.
Well, we all make mistakes.
Mistakes?
Look, you're new here. You can't start asking questions like this until you've at least been through the door.
About Hannah.
Is this official or personal?
Does it matter?
Maybe it doesn't. Can't say much either way. Hannah died on September 11th. There's nothing else that needs to be said.
Hannah died?
You didn't know? Shit. Sorry, sorry to tell you like this. That sucks. I'm sorry. Jesus, Yvonne, stop apologizing like it's your fault. Sorry.
What was Hannah doing there? She wasn't supposed to be.
What?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. Do you remember where you were that night?
Home. Heard about it on the radio. So, I went outside, looked downtown, and... Well, you know the first thing that came into my head when I saw them? That it looked like 2 giant lit cigarettes. Haven't picked up a smoke since.
I'm sorry. You misunderstand. Do you remember where you were the night before?
The night before? Why?
You didn't have any plans that got changed, or receive any mysterious phone calls telling you not to go somewhere?
What a question. No, nothing like that. Just a normal night. Met a girl for drinks, got home around 2 a.m. Why?
So you had drinks with them after all?
Hell no, thank God for that. Look, I can't talk about this. Number one, I'm not allowed. And two, it's getting kind of personal, so stop, please.
Does the name Tanner mean anything to you?
Should it?
Don't know. Never mind. Can you tell me anything about Winera?
No.
Are you sure? Weren't you looking into it?
I said no. Leave it.
What?
Sure.
I assume you heard all that, Nozzo?
Yeah, Hannah's been paradoxed. Blast it.
Isn't the PFE supposed to prevent her from paradoxing? Her younger self might be dead, but her older self should be physically fine, right?
According to the specs, yes, that's exactly what should happen. But when it involves a historically charged event like this one, the specs are vague.
So this is our fault.
You did nothing outside of protocol, Fia. I'll testify to that. And we didn't force Hannah to punch that officer. Everything was fine until she did that. I'll testify to that, too.
I know we're not supposed to intentionally stop any deaths on that day, but
I think the case can be made that we unintentionally caused one. We're just redressing the balance. As long as we stay focused on that, we're covered.
Nozzo, how the hell did this happen?
I don't know, Fia. Ripple effects can be unpredictable at the best of times, but usually you can trace an effect back to an inciting cause. This one, I'm drawing a blank.
So what do we do?
Right. The tunnel to September 10th. It's still active. On that day, young Hannah is still alive. Presumably. Prevent her from dying, and the paradox is resolved. Old Hannah doesn't die, she serves out her time, we collect her as planned.
I still want to know how this happened, Nozzo.
I know, but all we can do now is treat the symptoms. The rest is above our pay grade. Head back to the landing point, Fia. We'll figure this out. Then we open a tab at JV's and drink the place dry.
To the landing point, then.
Hello, officer.
Oh, hey.
Does the name Tanner mean anything to you?
Should it?
No. It was a long shot. Never mind. I'll head off now. And goodbye,
See you.
Nozzo, Dion Lazzotti's history. It's changed. Last time I checked, he went on to become a famous artist, and now he doesn't.
Could be related to what happened to Hannah, but for now I don't see how it's relevant.
Sure, it's just a few paintings, right?
Fia.
Never mind.
I'm here to visit my...
Sure.
Back so soon? Didn't expect you for another 2 months. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, there's good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
It's painfully clear that you don't give a damn what I think. Spit it out already.
Your friend Yvonne. She will survive the night after all.
She does? You're sure?
I spoke to her myself. Or rather, I will speak to her. 2 months from today.
That's good, isn't it? Whatever, doesn't matter. Thank you. Whatever you did to save her, thank you.
I didn't save Yvonne. Not intentionally. The truth is, I have no idea how it happened.
So what? It still happened. Or should I say, it isn't going to happen? Anyway, sometimes a case just solves itself. Someone has to take the credit. Might as well be you.
There's no way to put this delicately. Your younger self is going to die tomorrow. And because of the date in question, your PFE isn't going to stop the effects.
What? How?
I'm sorry. Somehow, you end up in the World Trade Center when it happens.
That makes no sense. I wasn't anywhere near downtown that morning. Am I on a list of official victims?
Checking. No. No, you're not.
Then maybe your source is wrong. Maybe I'd die somewhere else. Like Yvonne did. Jesus, listen to me. Maybe I'd die somewhere else. Sorry, this is a lot to process. At least Yvonne lives. I think it's for the best.
Just what do you mean by it's for the best?
I mean, Yvonne lives. I die. It's a fair trade. I'm okay with that.
Hannah, we're going to do everything in our power to save you.
You are? But I thought because I lied to you, screwed everything up, why would you help me?
You made a mistake. A big one, no question.
But what I did...
was wrong, but the punishment should fit the crime, and this isn't it.
I was pretty great at my job, you know? Despite everything, I did a lot of good. Stopped a lot of nasty people. The thought of all of that just... never happening. I don't want that. So whatever it takes, I'll do it.
Do you know the name Tanner?
Tanner? Why?
Nick Cord's confession changed again. He mentioned the name as someone who was given his assassination job.
Tanner? It couldn't be, could it?
Couldn't be who?
Tanner. It was my name. Or at least, the name I used back then.
You used a false name.
Not officially. It was just the name I used sometimes. It just made things easier, you know?
Easier.
It was hard enough being the only female Asian cop around. Correcting everyone who mispronounced my name was a hassle I didn't need. So I used the whitest name I could think of that was similar to my own. Everyone did it back then. At least, you did if you looked like me.
You didn't think to tell us this before now.
Again?
I swear, I'd forgotten all about it. I only used that for my first year or two as a beat cop. When I made detective, I decided that it could be everyone else's problem from now on, not mine. I haven't thought about it since.
Is Nick referring to you in this confession?
No chance in hell. I didn't even know Nick. Unless that somehow changed too? No. I was asked to do a lot of things, but kill? Never. They wouldn't. And even if they did, I never would have agreed to kill her. Not Yvonne.
What about killing someone else?
Huh?
This confession doesn't refer to killing Yvonne, but Imani.
I don't even know this Imani person. And is she even dead? That confession only says she was a target, not that she was killed. Get your facts straight before accusing me of anything.
We're not accusing you, Hannah. At least, not this version of you.
Semantics. Come back with proof.
You don't remember anything. Anything at all that can help us.
I remember lots of things. Apparently none of them actually happened.
As you get closer to midnight, your PFE will get weaker. There may be some memory bleed through.
So we wait until midnight?
We could, but the longer we wait, the less likely we'll be able to stop this from happening.
Good. Being proactive is always the best way. But if I get any, what do you call it, memory bleed through, I'll tell you.
Do you remember where your younger self is right now?
I would have just come on shift, so somewhere in Chelsea?
That's over 20 square blocks. Any way to narrow that down?
Jesus, it's been 60 years. It's not like I kept a minute-by-minute breakdown of every shift I went on.
And even if she did, things have obviously changed. We can't trust her memory of events.
Hannah, I'm going to have to leave you now.
Sure, come see me whenever. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, one thing. Could you give me archive access while I'm in here? I'd like to do some research. See if anything changed that I don't remember.
You think that'll help?
Couldn't hurt. It's not like I'm good for much else right now.
I don't know.
You really think I'm going to screw you over? With my entire existence at stake?
Put like that. Fair enough. Giving you archive access now.
Got it. I'll get to work. And thanks. Wait, sorry. One more question. Yvonne, what happens to her? Does she have a good life?
I can't say one way or the other, but she's still alive. Currently living in the south of France with a cluster of 4.
So she had a whole life, and I wasn't around for any of it. God, what a mess.
So, I probably should go.
If that's what you want.
I've already looked back there. There's nothing worth investigating. Dion?
Yeah,
What, Brooke?
Five Brook, place I grew up. Little place on Long Island, more trees than people. And as you can guess, more than one brook. That's the type of sizzling creativity I left behind. Never thought I'd miss it, but no, I'm staying. Not giving her the pleasure.
Well, I'd best be off. I'm sorry about everything.
Nothing to be sorry about. I'm done with all of it.
There are too many workstations here to search them all randomly. There are...
To the landing point, then.
The apartment is empty, with a for rent sign on the window. No point in going back there. That is not exactly possible. Not in this way.
To the landing point, then. Nozo?
Yeah, Fia.
Not one member of the brass noticed anything odd about Hannah's profile.
No, but that isn't surprising. Police corruption isn't something that goes on your service record.
Right. Any ideas, Nos?
Not at the moment. Sorry.
Any ideas, Nos?
Not at the moment. Sorry.
Bye for now, Nos.
I'll be here.
I'm a time trip. Besides, I've spent... I'm here to visit...
Sure.
So, do I still exist or what?
You don't remember any...
I remember lots of things. Apparently none of them actually happened. But if I get any, what do you call it, memory bleed through, I'll tell you.
Hannah?
Sure.
To the landing point, then.
Hold up, don't go trampling all over this stuff. If you got business here, just talk to me, okay?
Right. Sorry.
Hey, I believe we've been through. If you got business...
Right. Hello, officer.
Oh, hey.
Do you know an officer named Hannah Tanner?
Not personally, no, but I know the name. Just another one of our own who died that day.
Was Hannah a first responder?
No, nothing like that. Tanner was murdered early that morning. Not the only one killed in the line of duty that day, but she was the first. I guess you could say she beat the rush. Jesus fucking hell, sorry. Making jokes is all I can do sometimes.
Hannah Tanner was murdered? How? By who?
Can't say much. Things were a little busy around that time. You can imagine why. I didn't hear about it till weeks later. By then, the killer was in jail. Justice served, scales balanced, thin blue line remains unbroken, yada yada. That's all I can say.
Can you tell me anything else about Hannah's murder? Anything at all?
Gotta say, usually it's us asking the questions. Why you so interested anyway? You think they got the wrong guy?
I have no idea. Forget I asked.
Probably best for both of us if I do.
Thank you, officer. I'll be off now.
Sure. See you around. Oh, hey, a bit of advice? This is not a good time to be asking about cop killers. The city's in love with us right now. We may not deserve it. Hell, I know for a fact we don't. But it is what it is.
I understand. Thank you.
To the landing point, then.
Hello, officer.
Oh, hey.
Do you know an officer named Hannah Tanner?
Sounds familiar, but that's about all.
So you wouldn't know where she is?
After the knock I took, I barely know where I am. Sorry.
I'll head off now. And good luck with that eye. Goodbye, officer.
See you around.
This mouse backpack is the best I've ever used.
Introducing the Mouse X.
No, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, Thea. Or whoever you are. That ship just said. Ifs.
It's all I have now. You can't stop me.
Bloody. Thank you, officer. I'll be.
Thanks for the PFE. Maybe.
But this industry?
To the landing point, then.
Hello again.
What's up?
Did you know that Hannah used a false name?
For her job? Yeah, she mentioned it. Don't remember what it was. Why?
No reason. Never mind. Hannah Tanaka was murdered.
Yeah, I know.
You told me she died in the 9/11 attacks.
No, I said she died on September 11th. How'd you find out about that anyway? Everyone from my editor to the commissioner to the mayor threatened me with all sorts of sanctions if I said a word.
I have my ways.
Yeah, cute. Do these ways involve a company called Winera of USA?
Indirectly, yes.
Knew it. I friggin' knew it! Okay, I'm not allowed to talk about that. But they didn't say I couldn't listen. So, tell me what you know.
I know that M worked in the Winera office.
Yeah, I thought she was a dead end. Claimed to know nothing. Pegged her for a pretty face to make the place look legit. I thought she was harmless. I thought wrong.
Hannah was taking bribe money.
I knew as much. There wasn't any other reason to be on Winera's payroll. I asked her about it. She didn't confirm it, but didn't exactly deny it either. She begged me to leave it alone, said it was dangerous. I thought she meant dangerous for me.
Winera was a shell company, laundering money to use for bribes.
Yeah, it was obvious if you knew to look for it. They had only a little money coming in and a whole lot going out. I came this close to blowing the whole thing wide open, but...
What do you mean, M wasn't harmless?
What else would you call it? She killed my best friend. She's locked up in the tombs now. Good riddance.
Let me guess. You didn't leave it alone.
Didn't want to, but I had to. Not by choice, believe me.
So why didn't you, as you say, blow the whole thing wide open?
Because my editor is a City Hall flack. He just turned 40 this month. Do people just stop thinking for themselves when they turn 40? He said it wasn't the right time. According to who? Ever since the towers went down, he kills any story that makes our local heroes look bad. And this Winera thing? It couldn't make them look any worse.
M is the murderer. She killed Hannah.
You didn't know?
No.
Well, damn it. That's one bean spilled. You didn't hear it from me, okay?
If it was kept such a secret, how did you find out about the murder?
I have a police scanner. I heard Hannah's name, so I ran down to the tombs to find out more. Managed to learn just enough before the whole thing was hushed up.
What about other media outlets?
I tried. Nobody wants to touch a story like this with a 10-foot pole. The whole world is in love with the NYPD right now. Gotta think of the ratings, right? Cowards.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to drink my coffee and wait for someone to open the door. Life goes on.
I think M might be innocent.
Let me guess. She batted her eyes at you, so she must be pure as the untouched snow.
Not exactly.
Well, trust me. Don't fall for that unfettered free spirit crap. Learn from my mistake.
Why did your editor kill the story again?
Like I said, he's a City Hall flack who doesn't want to make waves. He turned 40, we're gonna run this place into the ground eventually.
I need to get going, Yvonne. I'm sorry about...
Sorry, if any...
You do?
Yeah, Huh. That's weird. No idea why I said that. Anyway, see you around.
To the landing point, then.
Hello again.
What's up?
You wouldn't happen to have a press pass I could borrow?
Why?
I'm trying to speak to Imani in prison. They won't let me in without one.
And you wanted to use mine? I told you they put a gag order on me. My name comes anywhere near this, my ass is sued back to Long Island. So, no.
Would you know where I could acquire another press pass?
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. But just speaking hypothetically, this is a press office. I'm sure there are any number of random things just lying around inside. Hypothetically, you know.
So you have no idea what the code could be?
I wouldn't be stuck out here if I did. Usually I have a mnemonic for codes like this, but it's completely slipped my mind. My boss has never been particularly clever when it comes to choosing a code. I already tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's not it. So I figure it must be his birthday or wedding anniversary or something. But I don't remember what any of those things are, so here I am.
So you have no idea what the code could be?
I wouldn't be stuck out here if I did. Like I said, it's completely slipped my mind. My boss is so I figured, but I don't...
But...
Yeah, I noticed. Like I said, purely hypothetical.
Why did your editor kill the story again?
Like I said, he's a City Hall flack who doesn't want to make waves. He turned 40 recently, and ever since, he's been as boring and as risk-averse as they come. Gonna run this place into the ground eventually. I guarantee it.
I need to get going, Yvonne.
See you around.
Blast it. Can't seem to crack it.
To the landing point, then.
There are too many...
To the landing point, then.